Hey gang, how was everybody's is it Tuesday? Wednesday? Wednesday. That holiday messed me up. Big time. I'm still getting over whatever this is in my throat. Bear with. I still didn't want to miss talking to our dude tonight. And it's crazy hot in Pittsburgh. Alright. Making sure we got our service, got a new router today. Under the weather, hot as hell. 007, what's up? But still wanted to come on, talk to our guy tonight, and enjoy a beer on this hot-ass Pittsburgh day. 90 in Pittsburgh, it feels like 120 for those of you who've never been here. Humidity is crazy. There's running jokes about it. There's people making jokes about it all the time. The humidity in Pittsburgh. Cousin, what's up? Sherry, what's up? You know what's funny, 007? Hey, pimpin'. That's what my Verizon app says when I log in. It's, did you want to put a nickname on this account? And I put Pimpin'. So every time I log in, they go, hey, your service sucks. It goes, hey, Pimpin'. I got to be on in a couple minutes. It's a music show, so I'm in front of my music wall. This guy's awesome. Got to meet this dude. Let me get rid of this. Super cool in person. Band was gnarly. I went to see Beartooth, and this band opened up. Well, it wasn't even the opener, but one of the openers. Killed it. Something about bands who have a dude who can, or girl, who can scream and sing. Yeah, I guess Verizon just sucks all around. I thought they were the best. When I was younger, first apartment, Verizon was the best thing you can get. And I think Fios came out like 06, 07. They were like, fiber optic. I'm like, what? Fiber optics? What does that mean? Fastest, bestest shit ever. I'm like, it's not that great anymore. But yeah, Archetypes Collide. That's the band. Archetypes Collide. I recommend going and looking them up. Buy their shit. I think I saw them on Bandcamp. I'm sure you can get shit from their website. I think they're on Fearless. You can probably get everything from Fearless Records. Parasite was the song off the newest. Man, I always want to say CD. Newest release. Newest album. Parasite is my favorite. It's actually what's on my ad on here. Yeah, I should see him in a couple minutes. But yeah, Wednesday night, it's early, man. You know, we set up a different time than we originally agreed on. I hope some more people get on. I think everybody's used to seeing me here like 9:30. Excuse me. And hoping enough people see that we're on. Movie Dude, what's up? And yeah, these are Bud Lights. Because who the fuck cares? If you like beer, drink beer. Who gives a shit? Movie Dude. You know, I say it all the time. I love seeing how many people on here follow, tune in, comment, question, all that stuff. But I don't know. I love it. It means my shit's getting around a little bit. Rum and Fresca. What kind of rum? I'm college, I was captain only. Rum, I think we just got Cody's in. Nice. What the hell was the one we just got? She likes rum. I got her a really cool, like, berry rum. I didn't know all that shit existed. It was either captain or, like, bottom shelf garbage when I was younger. Blackheart. Man, I'm going to look it up. I liked, Tattoo. My buddy Josh has been looking for, they discontinued it. It's been looking for Tattoo for a while. They had some captain in a cannonball. Oh shit. Well, the band's here. I'm not sure if this is, Kyle, are you on the band's Insta? Nice, perfect. Question answered. Accepted. Let's go. Here we go.
Let's go.
What
What's up, man?
up? How's it
Doing
going? Let me
good.
frame
How's it?
myself up a little
I was
better
gonna say,
here. Here we go.
how's it sound on your end?
Good on my end. People don't realize how much these things do. You
All
know,
right.
zero cutouts. You know, everybody sounds good. You get to hear everything, and
Cheat
yeah,
code.
yeah. And I think I remember going asking some buddies who did this. I'm like, what's the best way? They're like, this series bud. I'm like, all right, I go,
Yeah.
it's 250. I'm like, okay, no, what's another one? The Beats, like they're 290, and these corded Macs were $19. I'm like, yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, sir.
So how
If it
are you,
ain't broke,
man?
don't fix it. I've
Yeah,
been doing good. Doing good.
good. Long time
Yeah.
no see.
I know, right? Yeah. When was Pittsburgh? That was
A few months by now.
May,
That sounds right.
or was that already in June? I think it was May still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My brother's on here. Cody, when was it? I need you to get the date right now. What date were we there?
Shoot, I don't know, dude. I don't know my dates.
That was awesome, man. Man, when you go to a show where it's just, and you see Beartooth Trivium, you're like, I am in for a long, awesome night. Like, it's not going to be just those two, and that's it. It's going to be slamming like the whole time. And it was, who else was there? It was uh, Malevolence, I think, and I think there was even one more other opener. Oops, I think he cut out. Let's try this again. Let's see what happened. Dead air. Whoop.
Dang, we were on a roll too.
I was saying how it was a full night. You know, all the bands.
Yeah.
A good face melter all night.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, that whole tour was like next level. I mean, being able to jam every single night, Malevolence, Beartooth, Trivium. I mean, kind of have to pinch yourself as you're going. It was a fun ride. We definitely didn't take any day for granted. It was a heck of a ride. We learned so much as musicians, and obviously, the amount of people we were able to play to, and the new fans that we were able to develop, that core fan base, and just bring a lot more people along for the ride. I can't complain. It was sick.
Yeah,
So,
it was an awesome show. Do you have a favorite band that you tour with? Is there one that you're just like, this was the GOAT. This was the best band that they treated us well, or the music, whatever. Do you have a favorite?
if I want to be biased, I mean, Beartooth, those guys have always been good to us. I'm trying to think back. So we've done a few tours now. We went out the Amity Affliction, C4 Cinema. We did Secrets, Dead American. Those guys were super chill too. Honestly, every tour. I mean, it's wild to see how many people are. You think of like the music business, and everyone's like cutthroat, and everyone is. You would think that people are just like a bunch of
Right.
terrible people. But honestly, the more you're in it, the more you start to see like a lot of these dudes are like the most level-headed, like super chill. They love music just as
Yep.
much as we do, and everybody wants to have a good time. And the best way to have a good time is doing your job well. So
Plus, I feel like
that was evident.
yeah, and you know what? You get a bunch of metalheads in a room. That's probably a pretty great group of people.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you see,
definitely.
like you meet the most tattooed dude, you're like, this guy's amazing. This guy's great. This chick's awesome. It's the ones who have.
Yeah.
I think the ones with the virgin skin are the ones you have to look out for. Those are the ones that will worry me.
Yeah, and I mean we were in the shoes. Last year that was our first tour. We got to support Amity Affliction, and um, it was definitely we wanted to be able to prove ourselves that we were capable of holding our own, and showing up to venues on time, playing our
Yeah,
sets well, entertaining people, and just earning our stripes. And
taking your job
it's
seriously.
yeah, and so we feel like we've been able to do that consistently so far, and it's really cool to see the relationships we're building because of that. So
It's awesome.
yeah, it's dope.
And you liked playing stage AE?
Yeah, honestly, I love Pittsburgh. Every time we get there, the city's beautiful. Like just because we've gotten into the town city a couple different ways. One of the ways was I think it was like a toll that goes through a tunnel, and it opens up, and you're
Fort
just like
Pitt, yeah, Fort Pitt
it's
Tunnel.
insane. It's
So,
so sick.
dude, I'm so glad you mentioned that because Spielberg said the same thing.
Yeah.
So he said one of the best reveals of any city he's ever seen was coming out. It's called Fort Pitt, by the
For,
way. Coming out of Fort Pitt tunnels, and the city opens up.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. I'm like, yo, what is this? It's like you're like
Yeah,
showing up in Atlantis or something. It's just like
yeah,
it's the hidden city behind the mountain. It's just such a cool, and yeah, the whole place. I mean, you see the stadiums, the Pirates, the Steelers. I mean, it's just such a cool looking city, and I love it. It's got so much history. So yeah, Pittsburgh definitely one of my favorite places to go to. It's such a cool city.
nice, nice. Yeah, we're glad to have you, man. Come back sometime. And you guys are from the other side of the left coast, right? Arizona, did I see?
Yep, yep.
Nice.
Yeah, we're all from Arizona, East Valley, West Valley. We live around Phoenix, so um, yeah, and it's been we're all within an hour of each other
Oh,
essentially.
cool.
Three of us live pretty close, like 20 minutes. Then the other
Nice.
two live on the west side, and we give them crap for that.
Well, you have to. Yeah. Why can't you move to the east? Yeah, we're all in the east.
Exactly. East side's better.
Yeah.
Represent.
So give me so for those who don't know, so give me a rundown, man. Give everybody like your background.
Yeah. So my name's Kyle. I sing for Archetypes Collide. That involves some screaming as well. Um, Archetypes Collide, there's five of us. We got Tyler, Kai, Brandon, and Jared. We've been playing shows, the five of us, since 2019. The four of us started, Kai was the last edition. He plays bass for us. And the four of us started playing shows locally in 2016. And so it was about 4-ish years until we had a song that got some traction.
Nice.
Sirius XM picked it up, and we saw a lot of movement, a lot of buzz, and things just started falling into place. So it was kind of a long time coming for us, but now, first album came out with Fearless Records, debut album. Super stoked with how it turned out.
Dude,
People love it.
Parasite is gnarly.
Yeah,
That's the jam on that one. That's the one I use for the ad because I'm like, oh my God.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Parasite's a heater. We just put out, actually, we just did a music video for the second song on the album, which is Fade Away. I think it's the second track. I'm pretty sure it's the second track on the album. So we just dropped the video for that because that song, it's so much fun to play live. And we're like, man, let's get a video out for this one too. So Fearless Records has been awesome. They've been super supportive of us. And yeah, it's just been really cool to, get our first debut album out and just see how many people just appreciate it and to just to run with it.
Yeah.
This is a once in a lifetime experience. So we've been eating all up. It's been a good time.
Bunch of good feedback.
Oh yeah, 100%. So it's cool. A lot of initially when we released it, a lot of people were taken back because it was almost too, for a debut album. People were like, "Yo, this sounds like almost too polished. Like, who are these guys?
Like, we're not new."
People might think, "Oh, you know what? They're just like an industry plant, or they're just whatever." It's like literally we're just five dudes from Phoenix, Arizona, who love music, and we got our break, and now we have an awesome label and management to give us a platform for it. And we've been doing the same thing for 4, 5, 6 years, and so it's really cool to see that finally come to fruition. All the years that we've been able to put in writing songs, recording and stuff, and now given the big chance, let's write a full album and let's go all in, and we're here for it. So
you're telling me you didn't get this kind of notoriety when you were doing Relly and K covers?
No. Yeah, vocal covers. Those were some good days.
Dude, I didn't know YouTube had the button oldest. So you just like reverse.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta click it. That one was my favorite because I've loved that band since Sadie Hawkins. But
yeah.
I was listening through, I'm like, little snippets, I'm like, sweet. And then the Mice and Men cover came up. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is where it took a turn for the best.
It was definitely, so it was interesting back in like 2012. I had a good friend he was super into the metalcore scene, and a couple friends that were really into it. So like We Came as Romans was like one of the first shows I ever saw. Like Pierce the Veil, Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh man. Yeah.
I think it was a Pierce the Veil headliner, and it had Bring Me and a couple other bands on it. And I'm like, man, if I could go back, like, how much more would I appreciate that stuff?
Oh God, yeah.
Because now they're playing, huge venues. It's insane.
They all come to AE, man. Ironically,
yeah.
I've seen Pierce the Veil and Day to Remember, I Prevail, Came as Romans, all at stage.
Yeah.
So the same stage, man, for sure.
And it's cool. Like 2012, over 10 years now, and it's cool to see the coming full circle. Now we're going on tour with We Came as Romans, which is like. Yo, I was doing vocal covers of them back in like 2013.
Yeah,
it's a really cool feeling to see that kind of come full circle. So
yeah, do you have a tours book now?
Yeah. So We Came as Romans, Emir, and Body Snatcher.
Oh man,
and then we're opening for it. So I don't remember the dates for. I'll have to double check on it specifically on the East Coast. I know we're playing. I think there's 2 not Philadelphia, 2 Pennsylvania dates, but I can't remember
Hmm.
what cities they were in.
Yeah, I'll look
I'll have to double
into it.
check on that.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, I think Harrisburg was one of them. I want to
Okay.
say. So, but yeah, we get to support. It's a We Came with Romans as headliner, and yeah, I'm super excited to get out there with those guys and get to, like I said, just keep earning our
Yeah.
stripes, building that rep, and making new fans in the process. It's been sick. So that's gonna be a good one. That starts in I think it's like the first or second week of October. We head out. First show I think is in
Okay.
Indianapolis on the 10th.
Yeah,
So
everybody go look for sure.
definitely check that out. It's coming quick. So we got about a month.
Pennsylvania is weird because if no one's been here or really traveled around it, they're like, yeah, like Pittsburgh and Philly. I'm like, they're a world apart.
Yeah.
We hate each other. It's the same state. Both cities say that there's just nothing in between both cities, even though there's like Gettysburg, Harrisburg. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
all these amazing things. We're like, nah, there's nothing in between it. So it's just Pittsburgh and then 5 hours of nothing and then Philly.
Yep. Exactly.
And every tour hits Philly.
Uh-huh.
So I'm hoping it's with how poor shape Philly's in. I'm like, well, maybe we should start shipping more of the shows up here because we play, they play every stadium, AE. There's some other like
Yeah.
middle ground, like kind of venues.
We did. What was the other show in Pittsburgh? We played. I think it was called Mr. Smalls.
Yeah,
It was
Smalls
like
is
a
awesome.
church. Yeah.
Yep.
Such
Yeah,
a sick
converted
venue.
church. I just
It was
saw
so cool.
it was the Interrupters. I just
Yeah.
saw the Interrupters up there.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
and that stage it came around when I was a kid, even a little
Yeah.
older. And so you could just buy the place out for like $600, and you and your friends, 4 shitty bands, can play in front of 20 people
Yeah.
in that place. And
Yeah.
it's gotten progressively better and better and better. But by the time you probably played it, it was probably, I mean, they put a ton of work into like where you guys could stay, the green room,
Yeah.
the behind the scenes, the boards, even like the venue. There was never 3 floors. They added floors to it. There was
Yeah.
like a VIP balcony. That's where I used to win battles, man. Back in the early thousands, was up there.
Yeah.
That was the
Dude,
shit. Yeah.
I love venues like that. I think we did that with. I'm pretty sure that was with Amity.
Okay.
And that was cool because I think it was a sold out
Yeah.
show.
And that's the good
It
thing.
was
It's not a
packed.
million people. So you
Yeah.
sell out smalls. It's like a badge of honor. You can sell it
Yeah.
out, and it's a
It's a
madhouse.
party,
I don't think
dude.
it's.
It's insane.
I don't think it's 800 people. I think it's not very huge, and it's
I'd say
you
maybe
fill that
like
place up.
400 at the
Yeah,
most. Yeah.
for real. And it
But
was.
I love venues. And that's what I love about Pittsburgh is like it's got so much history. So like here in Arizona, I don't think the state was like official until I don't know 1948. I think.
Oh, right.
I can't remember. I don't know. Nobody quote me on.
No
I didn't
quoting.
pay attention
No
in my
quoting
history
allowed.
classes. But yeah, there's not a ton of history here in Arizona. So I love going to the East Coast and seeing like all the cobblestone
Yeah.
roads, like Mr. Smalls. That whole road is like steep.
The whole area.
I'm like, dude, driving on that with a van and trailer is sketchy, and it's like cobblestone and all that.
They don't give you
I'm
much
just watching.
room for that trailer.
Oh, yeah.
It's
course, I
we're,
love-
we're,
I
we're
love
good for
driving in
squeezing
that.
everything in. You know what I mean? Like, how
Yeah.
can we pack everything in? Smalls is about 3 minutes this way.
There you
So
go.
I live right by
Yeah.
that venue. Yeah, I'm going to see
Yeah.
Bowling for Soup next week. I saw they might be Giants there. Like the names that come through there, they built AE like maybe 10 years ago, and everyone was
Yeah.
going to Smalls at that time. Either Smalls or Burgettstown is a huge all day, 1,000-car parking lot, tailgating. I'm like, yeah, but there's nothing. But someone realized there's nothing in between, and they built AE right between 2 stadiums. I'm like, and it's always. Yeah, someone's always giving away tickets to AE. I think
Yeah.
whoever owns it is always promoted. It's great. And I forgot to tell everybody, if you want to ask questions, I see they're popping up. We're going to miss them. So if you go to the bottom right, if you're on your phone, you should see a little word bubble with a question mark. Dump your questions in, and we'll try to answer a bunch at the end. We'll give you guys time to file them in there because we're not going to see. I saw like 6 questions in a row. I'm like, we're not going to see them. Just dump them in.
I saw a couple.
Yeah.
I saw some of my friends commenting. I'm like, yo, what are they saying?
Yeah. Do you guys set out to go, we'll do this tour, we'll open for these bands, but I really want to headline? Is that even a concern, or you just go, I'm fucking playing, I'm jamming, I'm playing with these huge bands, touring, I don't want to give a shit right now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the goal is it's always a goal to get to that point where you can have that big of a pull and you can sell these concerts and like people want to see you. I think where we're at right now, like I said, we're just earning our stripes. Like we're just getting after it and getting our
Logging
reps. And our first tour ever was with the Amity Affliction last year. That was our first ever. And so it's like, hey, we're just getting into this, but we've seen the amount of growth we've seen has been insane. So it's I think for us right now, right where we're at right now, it's like time and place. I can't complain, dude. It's
Cool.
sick.
Yep.
And
Live
so
in
I
the
think the
moment.
connections we're building is like, let's get it. So I think with time, yeah, that'll come.
Yeah.
We'll get to that point. We've done headliners, locally and stuff like that,
Right.
which is always fun because it's just you get all your friends together, and you get to pick what bands that we're jamming with and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I think it's it's just a cool experience. So definitely one day we're looking for it. But right now where we're at,
Loving it.
we're loving it. So
You get a big reaction when you go back home, when you play at home.
yeah,
That's always
yeah.
That's like my favorite stories or videos to watch.
Yeah, it was so cool because it was towards the end of that last tour with Beartooth Trivium. We played Tempe. I think we left like towards the end of the end of April, and we played Tempe like June 9th, I want to say. And I've got a wife, I've got a couple little girls at home, and family and all that stuff, and so being able to be home, even though we got to be in San Diego the next day, or I think we played Vegas the next day. So we're like, hey, show's over. See you later. Have a nice day.
Yep.
But being able to be home, see all the family, and then obviously they come to the show and they're able to see, us do what we love, and for us to see our family and our friends all supporting us, doing what we're doing is like,
hell yeah.
It's kind of a little bit of nirvana, right? So I remember there was one of our songs, Fade Away. So I mentioned there's a video that came out for that. Check it out if you haven't. There's another plug. But in that song, there's a drop where there's a vocal, a female vocal that says "Fade Away," and that's Elizabeth. That's my wife's vocal on it. I had her send me a voice memo of her doing it, and so when we were playing the song live, I just pointed her up in the when it dropped. But it was such a good time. I mean, yeah, and all the friends and family that came out, and even people that are coming out to support us for the first time that are local friends that just never got around to it, and they're finally coming out to a show, and to do it at that level at a bigger stage was it was a really good feeling. Super rewarding.
Oh, yeah. We got some rapid fire questions.
Let's get it.
So you can spend as little or as much time as you want on these as you wish.
I got you.
Chips Ahoy or Oreos?
Oreos with milk. Only with milk.
Because you dunk.
You got to dunk it, and you got to use a fork to dunk it. You put the fork between.
I just started seeing this shit because of TikTok, and now I feel like I've been missing out for a long time.
Doing that since like 2017. I started doing that, so not saying I'm a trendsetter, but
no. I don't know. I kind of like, as goofy and fucked up as it sounds, kind of like having my fingers just sitting in the milk, holding that thing, man. I'm gonna have to try the fork. I'm gonna have to try it, but I'm also Chips Ahoy, so I'm like,
that's fair.
I'm all in. I'm committing to the whole hand in this fucking cup, and I'm gonna drink it. I don't care what's on my hands. I'm gonna drink it. What's your favorite candy?
Favorite candy? I love Twix.
Oh, nice.
Anything caramel chocolate.
Yep.
It's a great day. Milk Duds. Those are in the same boat as Twix.
Nice.
Good times.
What about Rolos then?
Oh yeah, 100% Rolos. Those are clutch. There we
go. How do you order your pizza? What do you take on it?
Oh, I'm boring. I don't like pineapple. Don't put any fruit on there. I like peppers, some like green pepper, stuff like that. But pepperoni, whatever. I don't care. It's pizza. You can't do it wrong unless you put pineapple on it. Then I think it's wrong. So
people are like, it tastes good. I'm like, pineapple tastes good. Yeah, I agree. I don't want anything on it. Do you like more like a Chicago or closer to like a New York? Or does it matter?
I like the thin.
Nice.
I like thin crust. I like it super thin. I think it's more of a texture thing. It's just so much more enjoyable. I don't know. I love thin crust.
There's a lot going on in the Chicago pizza. Yeah, I'm the same way. I call it fat and flat. That's how I like the pizza.
Yes, sir.
And plain. I don't like anything on it.
Yeah,
I really don't. If you ever come back through this way, man, let me know. We turned in such a foodie city.
Yeah.
Like the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years or something, where it's just so much, and it's all good. I remember not having near this much food when I was growing up, and holy shit, every single. There's like, you can't pick a favorite. There's like 10 pizza places that are just incredible. And even the ones that were around since like, we were founded in like 63, they've gone through like a relaunch and opened 5 more spots, and they're all good. You're like, geez, man. It's
you're going to have to show us some spots when we come through.
And there's some weird ones. There's some weird pizzas now. So like, I would have never said my second favorite pizza ever is a buffalo chicken pizza. Because I grew up in New York, and it's just flat, boring, red. That's it. This shit. And there's another one where they cook the dough in the sauce, and when it comes out, they put way too much cold cheese on it so that it doesn't melt.
Yeah.
So you're having like a cold cheese hot pizza. I had it today, literally today. I was
What?
passing. I don't live near there anymore. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going near Betos. I'm going to Betos, and it was
I
a
mean,
cold
hey,
cheese.
even cold pizza by itself is good. So, like
Yeah,
I
it
said, any
is.
way you do it, I'm down.
A lot of weird ones. Yeah, yeah. I'll show you. Favorite Christmas movie?
It's a Wonderful Life. It's old black and white.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I just love the. It's a good story. It's more nostalgic because we'd always watch it with my family.
Yep.
Christmas Eve.
Yep.
After the service, we get back home. We try to beg our parents to let us open some gifts. We usually convince them to let us open like one or two.
Oh yeah.
And then, It's a Wonderful Life on repeat. It's such a good one. So
You can't beat nostalgia, and someone just put Die Hard, and I'm absolutely same
Die,
about Die Hard's
Die
number one
Hard.
Christmas movie, dude. I still have to find it, man. I cite it all the time, and I really need to do the work. Maybe this Christmas I will, but 3 years ago, 4 years ago, someone said, "Oh, you mentioned this college did a full-on workup of does Die Hard qualify as a Christmas
Yeah,
movie?" And
the whole
someone did. They
thesis.
wrote out the whole matrix of how many times a Christmas song is played. Do they say the word Christmas or holiday? What's the theme? All this shit. And
Yeah.
ironically, someone in the end they're like, so not only is it a yes, but it's way more of a Christmas movie than It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh my
So
gosh.
every time someone says Wonderful Life in here, I'm like, I heard this thing once, and
Yeah.
being a diehard guy,
Yeah.
no, but I get it. We used to
Die
watch it
Hard.
all the time too.
I get it. Yeah, it's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story. Those were
Oh,
the two,
dude,
but
yeah.
those are like just classic. Like
Everyone is saying the best movies right now, like Jingle All the
I
Way, dude.
know
That is
Elf.
a banger. Elf is like an instant
Yep,
classic.
100%.
Um, someone else just said, see, Elf. Oh, Santa Claus. Yeah, that one. Actually,
The Grinch.
you know what? Santa Claus
Yeah,
2. Santa Claus
yeah,
2, I think, beats the original because it's like a little less dated. Now there's like a love
yeah.
interest. He gets to like play on the. I think the second one's a little better, but yeah. Jingle All the Way, man. I got my brother. Uh, a Turbo Man for Christmas
Oh
because they put
man,
them out like a year ago or 2 years
yeah.
ago. But then I had to go in. I had to redo the wrapping paper with the Turbo Man wrapping paper. So he got like screen accurate wrapped Turbo Man for Christmas.
There we
There you
go.
go.
I'm terrible
Well,
at
yeah,
wrapping gifts.
Turbo Man. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, they're all gone. Yeah, that movie's the best. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars. Although
Nice.
I will say the last three movies, I've had a couple friends say that they have what's the word? Rejected them
Saturated.
as canon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's
a lot. There's been a big push that people are not happy with those,
yeah.
and I can respect it.
It's
I love, but yeah, Star Wars. Even I mean, Episode One is kind of painful, but it has the nostalgic factor.
yeah, dude. I just had
But
a whole
yeah,
episode about Episode 1 last week because I found a big box of Episode 1 shit, and I'm like,
yeah,
I forgot how crazy they marketed that
yeah. It was
movie. It was
like Jar
everywhere.
Jar Binks, and like just the whole thing was kind of
Okay, ready?
weird. I don't know.
I'll turn that movie around for you right now. So just
Okay,
go to YouTube later and look up Jar Jar Binks
don't get.
is a Sith
I've
Lord,
heard this one
dude.
before, dude. Come
It
on.
saves the movie. It does. They cite dude because they say it and then but they show it. They say it's drunken master, then they show him dancing around. They show him like little hand movements when things like all this shit. I'm like, thank you. I needed that. I needed you
That's
to say
you
Jar
need
Jar
like a
was
subplot.
incredible instead of the worst thing to happen to Star Wars. Excuse me,
Yeah,
maybe ever. Yeah,
yeah.
but it's worth a watch. It's like 6 minutes. It's so after that, I'm like, okay, good. Thank God.
I've heard of it. I'll check it
Yeah,
out. I'll give it a
it's
watch.
worth seeing. What was the first movie you remember seeing in a theater?
Oh shoot. Um. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Probably had to be like maybe Tarzan.
Animated?
I feel like it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like 2001 was Tarzan. I think it was.
that sounds right.
Um. I feel like I can't. I don't know. I'm not like a super movie guru. But I know like a lot of my childhood when I think of Tarzan, like it just brings back so many memories. And obviously Phil
Nice.
Collins wrote so many heaters on that album.
Oh, that's
Four
right.
Ties
Someone
In.
did say that. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's
Yeah, I didn't really
so many
see
heaters,
that was
dude. It's so
right
good.
after because I was more like the Aladdin,
Yeah,
Lion King. Maybe like Emperor's New Groove might have marked like the
yeah,
last big animated Disney that I was like in love with. I liked
yeah,
them all, but like now I see like was it Princess and the Frog or like
yeah.
Tarzan? That was like right after I was like
Yeah,
in
I
love with
did.
all that stuff. But
But I'm a sucker for like the old school because my parents had like the VHS for Disney and
oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yep,
So we had like Sleeping Beauty. That's literally one of my
yep,
favorites. I will watch it
ditto.
on repeat. It's so good. I just love like I said, nostalgia tends to be the thing that keeps
But
coming
that
up. But
fight scene at the end is
it's so
fucking
good.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's crazy how I was laughing about it the other day. Like it's very dark, like
Oh, it's
it's
super dark.
very like evil, you know. And
They're all
I
pretty
wonder,
dark.
and I
Yeah.
wonder when it first came out, like I'm sure there's like either like super conservative families or whatever would have been like, holy crap, like I can't take my kids to this
Yeah.
because of like, or they see the scene where the cloud swirls and the
Oh yeah.
lightning and the thorns and the
Yeah.
dragon, and it's like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, this is
But even the
sick. But
little
I'm like, I
fairies put
wonder,
everybody to sleep. They
yeah,
knock out like time
I know,
stops because
right?
they
I'm
knock
like,
it.
there's gotta be so many parents freaking out back in the day for that stuff. But dude, I love that movie, so good.
And all that stuff now, like you go back, like there's people preaching about how horrible all the
Yeah.
imagery is, and Beauty and the Beast is bestiality, and then
Yep.
what was the other one? Little Mermaid. She's literally selling her voice,
Yeah.
to get human feet.
Exactly.
And what was the other one? Someone was on Rogan just talking about Pinocchio kind of predicted Epstein's Island.
I
It's exactly what it
mean,
was. It was like selling little boys to an island where they can go. I'm like, they had
yeah.
a 10-minute conversation. I'm like, Jesus.
Don't talk to strangers and don't tell lies. We're
Yeah.
learning some
And
life lessons.
don't smoke cigars. Yeah.
Exactly. If you're like
Yeah.
under 18.
Yeah, right. What's your favorite swear word?
Favorite swear word. Shoot. I'm honestly, I don't swear too much. I'm pretty boring with that. I would say most of the time it's because even on stage, I usually censor myself pretty well. You'll have to ask the guys in the band because they're the only people that I feel like I've cursed the most
Some
around.
of them
But
are
I
in here.
usually,
So guys, time to put them on Front Street. Let's hear it.
I know. Yeah, I feel like, you know what, actually, my go-to, and it's not even much of a swear word, is damn it. But I say it with a phrase. It's like, damn it. Like, very
Stretch it out.
separate
Damn
words.
it.
And yeah, that's one of my go-tos.
Nice. I'll take it. I just like asking that question because I get to hear like these celebrities say fuck. It's like the reason I started asking that question is I heard someone asking, I went, oh, I'm asking that. So to hear like
There
Sean
you go.
Kanan from like Bold and the Beautiful and Karate Kid go, oh, I'd have to go with fuck. And like explain. I'm like, well, obviously, yeah. Oh, someone said
Yeah.
frick. You a frick
Dude,
guy.
I'm lame, dude. I've never had a great vocabulary, but I usually keep it in the pocket with that kind of stuff.
Your boy Brandon said frick.
Yeah, yeah. No, I don't say that anymore. No, sir.
Played it out. If I say Pittsburgh, what do you think of?
Uh, Steelers. I mean,
Nice.
I'm an NFL. I'm a Broncos fan. Football season just did a couple fantasy football drafts. Yeah, I think of yellow. I think of Pittsburgh. I think of the Steelers. So,
Nice. Besides the band, what's something you're most proud of?
huh? Um, Shoot, I have to say my family. My wife, obviously, I got two girls at home, year and a half, 3.5. She carries the team when I'm not home,
Nice.
and it's a good feeling to have that support system at home. So, and just to see, I was never like growing up. I never understood kids or stuff like that. I was like, kids are just annoying, like
Yeah.
whatever. But
We all
finally having my own and seeing how they grow up and they learn they pick up these things from me and how I talk or from my wife,
Oh
and
yeah.
you see them start to become their own person is such a cool, I don't know. It's
No,
just such a cool experience.
I get
So
it. I got two little ones.
definitely proud of the fam. I think they're doing pretty good right now.
Nice.
So I love them.
Good, good. Well, I saw some people dump some questions in here. What do we got? Who's your dream band to tour with?
Shoot. Let's do well, um I mean, if we're in like a hypothetical of like in history and
Let's
maybe
call it
people are
Dream
still
Band.
alive,
Yeah.
right? All
Yeah,
right,
right.
people are still
Shoot for the
alive.
moon.
Um, Lincoln Park would probably
Oh
be
man.
one of my top ones for sure.
You did a voice cover of those guys, right? Vocal cover
Yeah,
when you were young? Yeah. I
yeah,
thought I saw that.
I've done a few of those. We actually played One Step Closer live
Oh,
as part of
nice.
our set.
You did that
Um,
in Pittsburgh.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember
So
that now. Yeah.
yeah, huge influence. I never got to see them live, so that'd be really cool to learn from them and see what they do. Because that's the best
Oh
part about
yeah.
touring with these bands that are like established,
Like how do
is
we
they've
do
got
it?
this down to a science, right?
Right.
And learning and stealing. I mean, essentially stealing like ideas, like oh, that's how they do this, oh, that's how they do this, and it's like learning from frontmen like Caleb Shomore or Matt Heafy. I mean, it's just yeah, you can't replace that time being around those
Yeah.
guys. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely Linkin Park. Huge fan. I think of bands like Under
Oh
Oath
yeah.
or um, even like 30 Seconds to Mars. I mean, those are bands that like
Those
got
shows
me
are
into this
wild
kind of stuff.
with Jared
Yeah,
Leto too. He knows how to
he's
work a crowd.
he's a freak, dude. He's
It's
so good. So
it's amazing he got so much success being so ugly too. It's like I don't know how that even. How can you make it
yeah,
looking
right,
like that?
dude.
And
He's
he
like
can just
literally
sing. That's his only talent.
he's
That's all he can do is
literally
sing.
perfect.
Yeah, does everything,
I know.
kills it all. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean Fight Club alone, and then it was the one where he played John Lennon's Killer. I can't remember the
yeah.
name of it now, but he put
I
on
don't.
like 65, 80 pounds or something.
Yeah,
I thought it was a fat
he's
suit, but it
insanely
was actually
talented.
him. I'm like, oh man, he's turning into, or at the time, it was like, he's turning into that guy. He's able to put on the weight,
Yeah,
crush the roll, lose the weight, and he's a rail. So I'm like he
yeah.
took all of it back off. But yeah, I mean, everything he does is,
Super talented, super inspiring. I love
oh
his
yeah.
his singing style is super. I just love it.
You ever see Requiem for a Dream, where he's
Uh-uh.
an addict? Oh my God. The whole movie is, if anyone's seen it on here, it's like I call these movies like weekend ruiners. Like if you watch it Friday night, you're kind of in a haze the next 2 days. You're just
Yeah,
like, man, that's, oh God, damn it. I hope that doesn't happen to me. Anyone I know. Oh God, I hope that character's okay. Oh, his poor arm.
yeah.
Gee, just like,
You start
it's not a feel
take some
good, but
headspace.
it's just such a good, it's so good. It's like, Shawshank's really good. It's not a happy movie, but it's
Yeah,
really good. Requiem for a Dream, man. There's a song and like a phrase that they say throughout the whole movie. You'll watch it and you'll just be like, man, I can't get it out of my head. Like a fucked up mantra.
yeah.
Highly recommend it
Dude,
if you can.
I love Christopher Nolan. I
Oh
love all of
yeah,
his films. Those are my go-tos. So like
Pittsburgh,
Interstellar,
man.
Inception. I
Yeah,
just
he
saw
good.
what was that? Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
I love
you
his
see
stuff. Those are
Oppenheimer
like
yet? You
yeah,
see it? Oh, I didn't
yeah.
see it yet. No
It's pretty
spoilers.
sick. It's definitely a
Yeah,
thinker versus like an action movie, like Inception or stuff like that, or Tenet. I saw
yeah.
that one. That was a really good one.
Pittsburgh
Yeah, I just love his
loves him
style. Yeah.
because I don't know the details. I'd love for someone to fill me in on these, but there wasn't a whole lot of movies. There weren't a whole lot of movies being made in Pittsburgh until he came in to do the second
Yeah.
Batman. And since then, it exploded. I don't
I'm
know if
sure.
he donated or I don't know what happened,
Yeah.
but it
That
was
scene
like
was
here
iconic.
and
The
there and
stadium scene.
dude, yeah, and it
So
was like
sick.
Roethlisberger's in it, Heinz Ward's running
Yeah.
the ball,
So
and then
cool.
everybody knows somebody that was in the stadium because it was real extras, all full of extras.
Yeah.
We went like it was the first big one, so we all went down to like we're gonna get in line. They said they need like 20,000 people for the stadium,
Wow.
but 100,000 people like came out of the hotel, filled the hotel out down the street. I mean, the entire length of downtown.
Yeah.
So I remember we like went to the hotel. We're like, great, there it is. Just find a spot, and we just drove and drove and drove and drove. I'm like, never mind,
Good luck.
never
Yeah,
mind. But
dude,
yes,
I love movies like that. Just you got to see them a second time to understand a lot of stuff, but just gives it so much more replay value. I love that
oh
stuff.
yeah, yeah, his shit's incredible. Let's see, that was whose question was that? That was KJ Fuller. There's your answer.
There we go.
Your boy Tyler said to mention Twizzlers, Starbucks, triple shot before bed.
Yo, these guys clown me. I don't know. Sometimes when we're driving between cities, we usually drive at night. My go-to is like a double shot, triple shot Starbucks can. So I essentially chug it. I don't know. I'm more
Damn.
about efficiency. I'm just gonna drink this. Let's knock it out.
Right.
And all the dudes in the band, like, there's certain like icks that everyone has
Right.
with each other, and that's one of them. They're like, "Dude, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude. It's just." And then one time, there's a couple times where like I drink it and then it's like, we're just gonna stop for that. I'm like, all right, cool, and I just knock out. And it's sleeping.
Damn.
I have no problem with it. I'm
Shit.
that was. I think sleeping is my first love. So
I can't have 2 cups of coffee in a day, let alone a triple and try to go to sleep.
yeah, and then Twizzlers, those are my go-to snack. So
Nice.
the peel off ones, but I'm a
Oh yeah,
monster and
pull
I
it.
actually
Yeah,
don't
pull and
peel them.
peel.
I just bite them.
Oh man, this is over. That's all right. We're done. We just
I know.
yeah.
I'm not making any friends.
And a guy existing here says, just keep up the good work. And he loves you guys.
Let's go. Thank you.
Yeah. So tell everyone where they can find you, man.
Yeah. So right now, obviously, the biggest thing for us is we have this tour with We Came as Romans, Amir, and Body Snatcher. I think first it starts in October and it ends like middle, basically before Thanksgiving. So we'll be out for essentially a month and a half, almost 2 months. So check out that tour. We'll probably be coming through. We're doing I think it's over 30 shows
Nice.
or just about 30 shows. So it'll be all over the States. We'll be playing our first Canada show, which will be sick. And then, right now, everything we do, archetypescollide.com, that's our go-to. We've got links to the tickets. We've got links to merch. We've got links to new music video for Fade Away, and everything else on there. So if you can spell our band name, archetypescollide.com, you can find everything we do. So
Arch-E Types. That's how I keep remembering it. Arch-E Types. It's the best way to do it.
Yes,
I did
sir.
like the tie-dye merch. I saw that on the site today.
Yeah.
Yeah, big.
Yeah.
My wife turned me onto the tie-dye thing, like the black with the bleach. Or what was
Yeah.
like a red and white that I see?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, merch is just another expression of what we do, what we love. So it's we definitely take pride in our designs and putting stuff that we would want to wear. So we think it's sick.
Do you guys have a hand in designing, like that
Yeah.
star thing that's out there? Is
So
that a
yeah, so we so like the album art, like that's a essentially a lotus, and the idea of it was Archetypes Collide. We self-titled the album, and the idea for us is that we take a bunch of different music archetypes. If you listen through our album, you hear a lot of influences between punk, pop, obviously rock, metal, and everything else in between. And we just love blending different genre archetypes. And so the idea is just visually is bringing all those different archetype musics together, styles. That's our go-to. So that was a thing we wanted to run with and establish. And as far as the merchant stuff, there's a few artists that we work with that we love their work, and we come up with some ideas, and they come up with ideas, and we just go back and forth, and it's cool. I really enjoy that part too. So
nice. It's cool that you have a hand in it. I remember seeing Newfound Glory and asked who put the Stormtrooper on the cover of the one album. They're like, it was a time when you had your guys said, "Come look at these album cover choices," and you had 4 to choose from, and they give you a little loop, and you look at a film, and you go, that one. And
sure.
That was it. So I was really excited to see which one liked Star Wars the most. And they're like, none of us had a say in that. It was just, I don't know, that one. And that was it. I'm like, all right,
sometimes
cool answer, I
there's
guess.
decisions like that. It's like, this is cool. You just, sometimes the quick decision is the best one.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. Just go with your gut. I'm like, I like that. Let's move.
And merch can change and build and, be new for the next one. Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, everybody go check out the merch, the new merch. And also, I just got merch in my store, guys. Go check it out. A shit ton of different things. And follow and like and comment. Myself, Kyle, the band, everybody. And I appreciate you guys stopping out. And thanks for coming on, man. I'm glad to have you on here, man. It was awesome.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. This was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to I'm going to double check our dates and see how close to Pittsburgh we get. So
yeah, man. Yeah, me too. I'll be looking.
When we come through.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks. See you, everybody.